Perfect for beginners and seasoned stitchers alike, this decorative stitch is a popular choice for finishing fabric edges and adding flair to hand embroidery and appliqué. Whether you're seeking a polished edge finish or want to embellish your creations, the blanket stitch will become your go-to technique. Step 1. Start by threading your needle with a suitable thread, and remember to knot the end, making sure to leave a short tail of thread after the knot. This prevents the knot from coming undone. The type of thread you use will depend on the project you're working on. For example, if you're sewing a delicate fabric, you'll want to use a fine thread. If you're sewing a heavier fabric, you'll want to use a thicker thread. Step 2. Prepare your fabric for sewing. You can use sewing pins to temporarily keep two pieces of fabric together while stitching them. You can also mark your fabric with a pencil or tailor's sewing chalk, or draw a guideline with them for sewing the thread. Step 3. Start the stitch in between the two layers of fabric. If stitching two pieces of fabric together, this will neatly hide the knot in between the pieces of fabric after sewing. Bring the needle up through the fabric, slightly away from the fabric edge where you want to start your blanket stitch. Make sure to leave a long tail of thread at the end of the needle so that you can secure the stitch later. Next, you want to anchor or secure the thread onto the fabric before you continue stitching. This will prevent the thread from unraveling. To do this, take the needle back down through both pieces of fabric, close to where you came up, and pull it through the other side. Then, take the needle back through the fabric again, close to where you came out. Once done, the thread will be anchored to the fabric. Step 4. Hold the thread tails down with your thumb or finger to secure them in place. This will help to prevent the thread from knotting as you sew. Step 5. Bring the needle back down through the fabric, close to the fabric edge, forming a straight stitch. Step 6. Without pulling the thread too tightly, bring the needle up through the fabric, a short distance away from the first stitch. Step 7. Bring the needle over the top of the straight stitch, from right to left, forming a loop. Make sure that the loop is not too small. Step 8. Insert the needle through the loop from left to right, creating a knot around the straight stitch. Pull the thread gently to secure the knot. Repeat the process, spacing the stitches evenly along the fabric edge, creating a decorative scalloped or straight line. Step 9. To secure the stitch, create a small backstitch or make a knot at the end of your stitching line. To do this, take the needle through the fabric, close to your last stitch, and pull it through to the other side. Bring the needle up through the fabric, again, close to where you last came through. Then, take a small stitch at the top layer of the fabric, not going through to the other side, and slowly pull the needle through until you see a small loop at the end of the thread. Do not pull the thread all the way through. Gently take the needle through the small loop, and pull some of the thread through. Take the needle through the loop again, and pull the thread all the way through until the knot is secure. Finally, run the needle behind a couple of the stitches, in between the two layers of fabric, and pull it out at the end of the second stitch. Once done, you can cut the thread as close to the fabric as possible. This will leave a neatly hidden small tail at the end of the knot, to prevent it from becoming undone. Practice the blanket stitch on different fabrics and experiment with different thread thicknesses and color combinations to achieve the desired decorative effect. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to support this channel.